Really disappointed with that. Like, very, very, very disappointed. Probably as disappointed as I've been sitting in here in front of you guys. I don't know that I've been part of a game where we forced a team into 23 turnovers and took 19 more shots than they did and not been able to win a basketball game. And there was a lot of different reasons for that. We need to look in the mirror. We need to own it. Credit to UCF. Obviously, they beat us. And, we got some soul searching to do. Very disappointed.
UCF's coach said they focused a lot on getting inside. What was difficult about countering that?
It wasn't like they weren't that much bigger than us inside. Like, we got to get tougher. I've been saying that. It's they might have had a couple inches. It's not Audie Crooks down there. Like, this is like we have to look in the mirror and figure out. There's some trends with some of us and us as a group. Like, what is another team seeing on film and doing against you? And you need to take that personal. We need to be tougher in the post. We need to be tougher on the O boards. Like, it's stuff that we can control, which is the most frustrating part. I'm not asking anybody on our team to grow and be 6'5", 6'6". I'm not asking them to do that. I'm asking them to hold opponents to one shot because we box out, to not allow somebody to go high-low 6 straight times on us. Like, it's some stuff that we need to fix and clean up from a toughness standpoint, and I've not had that issue before.
You've always said that this team has to win by everybody participating. You can't depend on one person, right? It has to come from everybody, and even though that's true, and I think this team has done that. Mickey's always been your go-to for that three, right?
Yeah.
Or that energy to get in there. And with her out, it didn't look like anybody took that lead again. Is there something that you can talk to about that and missing Mickey and that whole concept of everybody has to be a contributor?
Yeah, that's what we talked about all week. I didn't see it. I thought we had a couple good days. I thought we had a couple good days of practice. I thought they felt good. I thought they were playing hard this week. And then we go out and revert back to everything that we do usually when we lose, which is just do our own thing. We shot more threes tonight than we do when Mickey plays. We went 1 for 17. Under no circumstances by any means is that acceptable to go 1 for 17 as a Division I basketball team from the three-point line. It's just not. So, yeah, is Mickey going to make a couple more of those for us? Yes, absolutely. Is it absolutely a factor and a big, 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 big deal that we lost our leading scorer? Yes. But when I look at some fundamental things that are issues for us, and were even issues when Mickey was playing, like, I'm not an excuses type head coach, and I never will be. So we need to look in the mirror. We need to know that this is our reality moving forward until further notice, and we need to hold up our end of the bargain as coaches and players.
It's Mickey's wrist, right?
Yes.
And Sinead, you in the past 2 games you've come on in the second half, and you did that again today, doing most of your scoring there. What was different between first and second half, and do you feel like you need to start that earlier, or were you just taking what came?
I try to just take what comes, but I definitely think I need to work on getting an earlier start and just being consistent throughout the entirety of the game and not just have like spurts, especially with Mickey gone. Like, I know not just me, like a couple of us are going to have to step up and make up for that. So just finding consistency and just taking good shots.
Molly came in and did a really good job of giving some points and some energy.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about, she's a freshman,
Yeah.
what a spot to come into, and then totally handling it so well.
Yeah. Molly is a coach's dream. Molly is locked in every single day. She is going to do exactly what you ask her to do, how you ask her to do it. She is going to play her absolute butt off, be on the floor, throw her body at people, sacrifice her body. She's an elite teammate. Molly is somebody that you want in your locker room building a program, and that's why she's here. And she just earned herself, many, many, many more opportunities in the coming games because of how she performed when her number was called, but that's on character and on brand for who she is. Unfortunately, Molly's foot speed isn't where it needs to be right now. Her athleticism isn't, where it's going to be, and if she continues to work on it. So she knows some of her shortcomings, which is why she hasn't gotten more of an opportunity. But at this point, she's going to do what I'm asking her to do. She's going to play her butt off. She's going to get more opportunities.
Did I see Kelly here today?
What did you say?
Is Kelly here today?
Yes, Callie's here. Yes. Callie's here, and will start practice with us on Monday. Yep. So that's a bright spot for sure.
What do you need to do? I mean, you've got some tough games coming up. So what do you take from this to TCU?
They're all tough. Like, UCF was tough. Like, we're not a team that there's going to be any games that are not tough for us. Again, you could look at it as a David Goliath, or we can come to practice on Monday and try to get better, try to change some of our stripes, and try to just completely sell out to the fact that we need to do what's given us success and continue doing it at a high level. It's frustrating to go 2 steps forward, 5 steps back, a couple steps forward, a couple steps back. That's where we've been with this team. I think we're improving in areas, and I think other areas we've been really, really stubborn and just kind of not changed as much as we need to by this point. So, like, we're not going to TCU to lose. Like, we're going to go battle, and we're going to go bring our best, and we're going to have a great game plan, and we're going to take ownership over the results of these games and for the rest of the way. But this one definitely hurts. This is one we thought we could have and should have had.
What was UCF doing that you could see that was kind of getting you guys off your game a little bit?
I mean, obviously we didn't shoot well from the 3, so they were kind of just going under everything. But I think a lot of our offense struggles came from ourselves. Like, I mean, the past couple of days of prep, we had been drilling every option out of our offense, and so it's definitely frustrating being out there. And I mean, coach kept talking about it, getting to the next action and making them guard multiple sides of the floor, where we could find a disadvantage or a breakdown, whatever. So. I think we kind of did it to ourselves on the offensive side a little bit.
You started to press, full court press,
Yeah.
And they were able to break that pretty easily, actually,
Yeah.
and get some layups. What did you see there, and what do you want to try to work on to make that a little bit more successful?
It's a play hard. When we have certain people in certain positions in that press where we cause turnovers, we force but unfortunately those people had played probably about 35 minutes up to that point, so you can't really have them up there flying around. They're a little bit low on gas. You put people in the basketball game that need to play hard and need to be locked in and need to shake some stuff up and make some stuff happen and need to be ready when their number is called. So it was a lack of energy in the press, and I think a lack of flying around and moving on the flight of the ball that made it a little less effective than it normally is, but I still thought it was fairly effective. Thank you.
Thank you.